Cool, cool. All right. This will be an interesting one. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to make it work. I'm gonna try to take. We got two different size bulbs, and these two bulbs. Once I get them into focus, we're gonna make them strobe. We're gonna hook them up to two very basic, very common things. Mr. Jonathan Whitehead, what up, sir? We're gonna hook them up to a flasher relay, like I have made many videos on in the past, like so. I guess I should start linking things up. I'm supposed to point over my left shoulder and say click on that link. Maybe I'll come back through and add a card showing you how to make this silly little guy. I look at these things like little characters, right? Is it that way? Where's the focus? The focus. It looks like a little man holding something. He's like, he's a little man. A little flasher relay. Okay. So this is going to make this, which is a regular relay, like the one I showed you the other day. Come on, bro. That guy is going to switch between this little top pin and that middle pin. So those two, they're going to alternate. And this guy is going to trigger this to send power and ground to these different reverse bulbs. And my idea is that if I just make a really basic, stupid, simple thing, it's going to be like a budget, you can run down the street type of thing and use a couple dollars worth of parts to make something at least interesting. So like if you had taillights that you want to just like do cool little strobe, especially on these ones because they're all crazy sequential. So yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Christopher Williams. You know what's funny is that's my first and middle name. So on my license it actually says Christopher William, like really long, and you know what that looks like, right? Super long name on your license, and people with me sit there and they look at that, and then they look at my card that says Chris Darafiv, and they're like, this isn't you. And I'm like, second line, dude. My name's so long I have to put my last name on the second line under William. He knows what's up. There it is. Okay, so I am going to do this. Now I am working with these Genesis coupe taillights because, of course, that is the third leg of the competition. So as that is kind of being filmed, I'm thinking I might just add a little strobe feature to it, because these need to be blown out. I'm tired of looking at them. They've been taking up shelf space for far too long. So that's what's gonna happen. But I have a little test harness here. I need to make sure it's working. Oh, and let's get more cameras going. Let's do that. Hey, there's me. Fun fact, I always lean into the camera and I don't think about the fact that I'm basically like coming right at you. Like right into your face. And just in relation, that is that. So what's up with you guys on this fine Saturday? What brings you to the stream, boys? Plug things in. I've been watching this UK trashy TV show. It's actually not trashy, which is weird because it should be. Anybody ever watched UK's Love Island? My wife is just all about this silly show right now. And everybody's so nice. They're so kind to each other. They're like, you stole my girlfriend, but I still like you, bro. It's funny. Working, enjoying the company. You know, that's what we're here for. I'm actually probably gonna make yet another wire harness this morning as well. I'll probably run out of time. That's just kind of what I do. I run out of time. It's all good. Mainly, I just want to hang out with you guys, though. Mahabir Mohan, your vids are the bomb. The bomb. I miss seeing that. Great to see you're willing to share the knowledge. You got it, bro. Thank you for being here. Feeling rough, but still needed my sanity. Why are you feeling rough, bro? What's going down? Mr. Owl in the house. I love that you guys that have been participating in these videos, which, by the way, a couple things I care a lot about. The live stream is one. The competition that I've been putting crazy too much time into is another. I do care about it. And there's not like a trade-off of, if I do this, then I will get this. It's just kind of like, I'm just gonna do it, and like what directly comes back to me as a result of it, I don't even know. I don't even know if there is a thing that's gonna come back to me from it, besides knowing that I'm helping my boys. So it's worth it. It's good. It is a good thing. It's amazing to me when I think about there being all these creators out there that they're making all this content. They're putting so much time and effort, because that's what it takes, right? Time and effort to build all of these crazy videos that these guys do and all that. And they're not even doing things that they care about. They're just doing things that get numbers and results. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds empty, and I can't imagine if you get super successful doing that. A bunch of stuff you don't care about. Ooh, sounds terrible. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil himself. Tim Shields, fresh in from being a genius LED coding maniac, joining us today. What up, Tim? I appreciate seeing you guys share out the contest stuff. I'm looking at it more like this down the road thing, where I'm like, we've got the contest explanation, and then we have round 1, and then we have round 2 and round 3, and it'll just be this kind of little roadmap, and I'm going to use that and create some email automations that literally just talk. Christian Cortez, what up? That just talk about the process and just kind of take people through that journey. It's going to be like a multiple email thing, like a 4-day email, where it's like when you sign up for stuff, you're going to find out, hey, check this out. We do competitions around here, and here's what one of them looked like. And then the next day it'll be like, so my guys went through the thing, and this is what it turned into. And then the next day they'll get an email that's like, and then they did this set of animations. And then the third one will be like, and at the end of it, they came up with this. This was the guy. This is what he won. They're all awesome people. I just want you to be involved as well. If you want to be, there you go. Here's the road to where those guys went. And that's going to be it. Round 2 fight. I can only think of like Street Fighter Alpha 2 or Mortal Kombat or all those awesome games. All right, I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know why. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. No, I'm gonna tell you what I'm attempting to do, and not knowing why it doesn't work. But so we've got a light bulb here. This was originally a turn signal, right? This was originally a tiny little 194 reverse bulb. Actually, it's a 168, bigger reverse bulb. Anyway, this is now super bright LED. This is crazy super bright LED, and they're both bridged together. And then there's other connections that go to like the ghost module and this weird little 6-volt voltage regulator to power up a different part of these lights. But all that we need to do is connect it to power and ground on the orange and the black wire here. And then everything is going to light up because that is the reverse circuit. So if I look in here, we got a pin down here, it's black, and a pin down there that is power, or that it's orange, I guess. So technically, all I should need to do is hit the black one here and orange. Oh God, so bright, love. So that is the little fly ride reverse bulbs that I love. So good. Look at that thing. It's a beast. Come on. Work for work. Yes. I like the little optic. Hello, I'm an optic. Okay, super bright. Anyway. So we know that works. Oddly enough, when I plug directly into it, it doesn't seem like it wants to work. I'm going to test this one really quick. Then we're going to hook it up to this little makeshift strobe dealy. Yeah, we're good. Bright freaking balls. My eyes used to be brown, but I work with LEDs so much it just fried the pigment in them. Now they're this weird blue and yellow thing going on. Super Saiyan. I bought a wrecked ND Miata from Copart, won the bid, but when it came to me, most of the parts from inside the engine was missing. It's a scandal. That's terrible. I'm glad you volunteered that information. Nobody buy Miatas from Copart unless you want to deal with inside the engine bay missing scandals. And we're gonna build the strobe controller. All these things are happening. Here's also a little mini guy. He's like the baby bro of the other guy that I showed. He's also super bright. I like him. I got a whole bunch of these things, and then I didn't do anything with them. I just kept them. I just throw them in all the cool high-end, the crazy taillight builds and stuff like that. I've been in such a dumb... I'm not in a resale mentality at all these days, which is not smart. Like, don't be like me. Here's what I don't understand. If I plug this is a patch harness. It's like a tailless turn module, right? It's the same pin that needs to go into this guy, right? And so you would think they go together and they make a baby. But the baby, first off, red wire goes to the black, so red wire to ground, and then black wire goes to orange. So it just seems like you would hook them up backwards, right? You would just hook up red to ground and black to power. But then it doesn't happen. What the heck, bro? What is missing? Where is their brokenness? This is a broken home. I don't understand why. Let's test some things. Let's see if we can do this. I need a little wire. The baby, some wire crossed, right? Yeah. The baby's just had some birth defects for sure. He's not a normal baby. Oh, I got something I could test with this. Here we go. This will be cool. Nice. Nice. Let's see if I can bridge connections. So I've got a black wire coming in here. So let's test black here. Ha! Ha! It's a black wire. Cheeky bastard. So somewhere along the stretch of this wire here, there's some sort of a short. Let's go down to... I'm stupid. Okay, I found out why. Here's the deal. When you're dumb, you don't think about things. Black wire, right? Come on, buddy. Black wire here goes to not black. Right? Which tells me I need to just be following this black wire, which goes to blue. And then I need to take this red wire, which goes to red. So our wire colors that we need to be playing with here. Sometimes your dude that you're watching to maybe learn, I don't know, maybe be like, that guy's dumb. For whatever reason you're watching, I could tell you, I don't always pay enough attention to the details, and then things just don't work, not the way I want them to. So power is not black, power is blue, and ground. This is what we're going to attempt to do. Okay. 15 minutes in, I've now figured out how to power up a bulb. Cool. Chris normally use ghost modules for animations. Yeah, maybe at the end of this, if I get this figured out enough, we'll have that going too. So tell you what I'm gonna do. I am going to take our power wire. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it right here at the actual bulbs because I just feel like that's gonna be the smarter move. We're gonna throw some diodes on. It's gonna be a good time. So diodes, if you don't know, are what I've been using a lot. I feel like people should just. This is what I'm gonna do. This is a terrible idea. I'm gonna buy a bag of diodes, and I'm just gonna sell them for a bunch of money. I'm gonna say you should not buy diodes from me. I'm gonna say that if you do, it will help this channel. It will help this guy seize his dreams. Sell them for like $1. This is like buying and slinging cigarettes for $1 each. This is like if you ever at a party and somebody walks up, or you ever at your buddy's house or something like that. I don't know why I'm thinking like a teenager right now. My buddy had the sneakiest move. He'd walk up to people at a party or at the house where everyone was hanging out, and he'd be like, "Hey man, I'll give you $1 for a cigarette." And everybody would be like, "Bro, no, come on, man. No, just have it." And he'd be like, "Okay, thanks." He never intended to give you that $1. He knew you were gonna be like, "No, that's too much. Here, take a cigarette. Jeez." And then he'd go up to the next person later. I'll give you $1 for a cigarette. Bastard. So I'm gonna be like, 10 diodes, $10. But if you ever ask me in person, I'd be like, "No, bro, that's too, just take the diodes. Just take them." Now you know. All right, here we go. We're gonna go diode into this wee circuit here. Let's get camera number 2. Actually 4 at this point. Camera number 4 coming into play. We're gonna play with stuff. It's gonna be naughty. Yeah, I don't want to upgrade. I want to go NDI, bro. NDI. There we go. Okay. I like that one better. Now you see the silly man behind the action. Okay, so here we go. I've got my wires here. This is all the crap that I'm dealing with. But assume that there is no 6-volt regulator. And assume that you don't know that these guys are there. And that we don't need anything with the turn signal or anything. So we're just gonna put this somewhere else. Like, we'll just tie it up. Get out of the way. Then, so we're gonna look at this from the perspective of this wire right here is the one feeding all of the action. All right, so my little dude is gonna get a diode. Anytime I want to modify a circuit and I want to play with it and make it like do whatever I want, I always look at where can I modify this thing in a way that I can take control of the cool light that it's attached to, but not mess up the car. You don't want to mess up the car. Like, you don't want to ever touch the vehicle harness if you don't have to. If you do all your fun stuff after the plug, then it isolates the modifications to just the lights. That is just something that I feel like, let's get real. If you modify somebody's car and it has problems, that's your fault, right? If you modify somebody's lights and they plug it into their car and they don't work, now the lights are the problem. That's an isolated problem, right? It's not like you're not now married to that car. Once you hack into people's harnesses and play with things and things are working and then they're not working, you are married to that problem. Don't get married. I have a video about that. In any case, we're gonna make sure that we do the modification right here so that if there's ever an issue, and sometimes you can even do this on patch harnesses, which is beautiful, because then you could literally just like unplug the modification, plug it back to stock, done. I've had multiple people tell me, I'm sure they're good people, good enough. But I've had people tell me I can't put my car back together because I don't have this part. I'm like, bro, you can access that part in like 48 seconds. You can't put your car back together because you can't just plug back in the stock connector and then shut the trunk. You can't drive. Shut your mouth. Okay, I'm gonna cut this wire now. I can't. What will people say about me? Their judgment will be crippling. Anxiety. So we're gonna throw a diode coming from the vehicle, which is this little part. This is coming from the plug that's plugged into the car. And then we've got little diode. And notice that his little strip is going that way, right? And then this is gonna go to our little LED bulbs here. So we're literally just gonna put this thing back together. That's it. Like nothing fancy, nothing special. We do have to make sure that we're sending power the right way. And all that's gonna do is it's gonna let the car keep sending stuff that way. And then we're gonna tap into it and add an extra wire. And then the extra wire is gonna go to our little bootleg strobe controller setup. And it's gonna be beautiful. Where's a stripper when you need one? You ever just realize like, God, how I'm feeling right now? I wish that I just had a stripper on my lap. But I don't. And then you just end up going all over the place trying to find a stripper. You know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you? Oh boy. Then your life starts to fall apart. It's like, always chasing strippers. Strippers! Got you! And then you get a stripper and you're like, oh, I kind of wish this was a nicer one. A little bit higher quality. The kind that when you see you're like, man, I don't even know if I can afford that stripper. Sometimes life is tough. Alright, strip. Got my soldering iron fired up. So we're gonna go around. Wrap it around. Oh, that wasn't a very good wrap around job. Should have got the one with underglow. Wire strippers, of course. So I almost made today about underglowing my shelves. Like, I don't actually have to do that, so I won't. Kind of wanted to though. I also realized that this is going to be like the podcast mic. I need to get like a directional shotgun mic that just picks up sound from this general area, so that when I'm over here, it doesn't sound like you lost me. You know what I mean? Okay. So soldering this bad boy. That gives me power from the reversed circuit, which is a good deal. And then I would say that I want to put, I'm just going to get a little baby heat shrink. Just a little baby. I'll even do it in a stupid color. I'll just do a random blue wire. So who's got a big project that they're working on that the weekend is the only time you can do it? Ooh. Why does that guy keep turning off? My GoPro hates me. Probably because it's got a super old freaking battery. Alright, go, go, go. What is a weekend? Today is day. Tomorrow is day. Next week, it's just day and day and day. Life is a never-ending abyss of work and struggle. I must be eating up. Hey. Alright. We have dioded. Now, I want to strobe-ish. This is just going to be a little single wire attached to each side. Sorry. This is going to be input wire. Yeah. Technically, my whole dual input circuit philosophy tells me that I need another circuit to go here. I don't think I do on this one because I'm going to make it with a relay. Technically, what I would normally do is I would take another diode to the end going the same way, and now I have two diodes coming into one wire, which means input 1, primary input, input 2, secondary input. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to chase that life. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach our second wire right schmear and solder him. This is going to be good. I'm going to do this on like a very small scale without like an additional harness, because this is all just kind of dumb idea testing anyway. It might look kind of silly. It's all good though. We can test it out. Turn on some craziness. Craziness. Alright. That is not my best work in life. But it'll do, pig. Got him. So the live stream that absolutely spawned me doing this one, I saw it today. 100th episode. Started with the whole quarantine thing. Still going. That's crazy. That's a lot. I think I almost got to 50 before life was like, nah, you're not that guy. You shouldn't do that. Alright, here we go. Test number 1. If I give power through input number 1, oh god, or 2, ooh, both, 1, both, 1, okay, doing good, keep going, got the montage music on and everything, it's like the uphill jog. I'm gonna just get better. All of a sudden the montage is gonna be over and I'm just gonna have like sick stuff. It's gonna be better. Everything will be dialed. The skill will be there. The struggle behind us. Success in sight. It's happening. I can hear it. Actually just replaced yours. What'd you replace? Your engine? Oof. Give me your engine and ECU. Oh man, yeah, that was like step 1. Okay, you want to put a cold air intake in your car. Sweet. Step 2, pull the engine and the ECU and the wire harness and the fuel tank and all the things. Ooh, not so sweet. And then it was like, welcome to working on cars. Nothing works. This is a book called Schematics. Learn it. Study it. Every time you poop, read it. And then 3 months later, I had a car with a different kind of transmission and computer and engine and wires and fuel tank. It's like, okay, this car thing is for me. How was that? 20 years later, here we are. Almost, kinda. Not quite. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that there are projects that are cool to do that take time and money and all that, but more people than me get to enjoy them, and that's kind of where my head's at now. I just want to be that guy that's like, well, I gotta build a deck this weekend. So when I become him, I'll make videos about building decks. Alright, I'm almost there. Got my stuff. Here. So what do you guys say that this week is the week that we reach out to quad hands as a collective? Ah, screw that. That would be messy. I'm gonna solder this and then I'm gonna solder the other to it. Keep it clean. Yeah, I got so busy with the competition, it's like, after that's done, then I'll do other things. Also got those Lambo lights to show you guys and JP and all that, so that is coming. Good thing I have quad hands. And build cool Lambo taillights easier, because it's like I'm an octopus. Alright. Diode and output to LEDs is secure. And we're ready to test our little strobe circuit action. I haven't looked up for a while. Whew. You want me to go over there and bang on their door? I do. Get me quad hands! That would be awesome. Like, Jay, why'd you go to jail this weekend? I was harassing quad hands. Sweet. Alright. Anybody ever stretch their heat shrink? We're gonna do a little stretchy action. We're so blessed that we get to know Jay before he becomes the laser graving master of America. It's coming. Okay. We have a strobe thing. Let's go. So, I'm gonna strip the ends. We're gonna hook up a relay. Anybody know anything about relays? Here. Kinda need a black wire too. Nah. Strip that a little bit better. Okay, so we are going to connect this relay. If you've never played with relays, this will be a fun little silly lesson for you. So I'm gonna take one of the inputs for, let's just call this left side. And left side is going to get its power from normally open. Shmur, right there. So when power comes into this thing, it's going to go directly out to that. I'll show you in a second. And then this guy, which is going to be right side, it's going to get its power from the top, which is going to come from normally closed. Fun little lesson in relays. I think every time I ever see anything about how relays work or all this crap, like, don't just show you. Just say all these things that I don't need to know about. Okay, so there's our outputs. Those are dialed. Now we have 3 things left. We have the one that always gets powered up as soon as this thing turns on. Then we have the one that doesn't get turned on until this thing clicks, which is right there. Output 1, output 2, right? So that gives us power in, ground, and our trigger. Our trigger, that's the little bastard. Here we go. So we've got ground. Just gonna hook that up there. And then a bulb is gonna light up right now. See how it lit up? See it? See it? So, should probably connect the ground on this too. This is what I meant. Ow. Okay. So the interesting thing is that this is so open right now that even though the relay's not the relay itself isn't grounded, it's sending power through this little connection here, sending power from the bottom pin straight out to the top one, and like it's like as though it's one wire, because when I connect ground up, the lights already get power even though the relay itself isn't grounded. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to add more to this. I'm going to add, if you remember at the beginning, those of you that were here, our little dancing man. Dancing man is going to send power to this relay as though it was like a turn signal bulb. So I'm going to hook that up. And then I'm just going to grab, what kind of wires do I got around here? What I got around here? Let's go with, I don't know. Alright. We'll go with that for power and ground. Right, I'm gonna do the power and ground from the flasher relay and from this new little strobe relay together when I hook it up, and then you'll start hearing things clicking and flashing and strobing. It should be interesting. Maybe. Or it will just be satisfying my curiosity. Either way, the relay part's not the important one. What's important is that we know that it works and that it looks cool, even if we don't necessarily have it dialed the way that we want it to be. Because I will use an actual remote control or an actual like solid state relay to do this. That doesn't matter, that's just fancy talk. Okay. 2 relays. And what's going to happen is I will add my ground from the bulbs here. And this is kind of how it would function. So I have a little remote control here I could do this with, but let's try for now to not be fancy. So let's say I was like, cool, we're going to turn on my strobe. Then should be grounded, that's all good. Is that how I wanted it? I thought it was. Power. Power. Oh, guess so. Okay, got our power. And then here goes the little strobe action. Ready? That's super annoying. Oh, balls. That is not the coolest thing ever. Although what I was thinking of is like What if I'm, oh wow, this would be crazy. What if we made a brake light flasher programmable? That'd be nuts. You could totally do that. We can make like a robust, crazy speed adjustable. Whoa, my brain just went. What if we throw in brake light flashers into the mix with this, and then we sync them up so that when you do programming, you're actually programming two of them? Is that how I would do it? Wow, I don't know. This would be crazy. Yeah. The only thing that would change would be the relay. Okay. I just got the craziest idea. I don't think I have any brake light flashers. Check it out. Huh. Alright. Okay, so who knows anything about relays that needs any clarification on any of that random stuff I just did? Because it seems very random. It's actually very, I don't want to say systematic because that makes it sound way cooler than it was. Saying or talking about the one Andy Frisilla. Yeah. I was wondering if Flyride would be bothered to help this Canadian dude out. Help you how? What can I do, sir? I heard about a missing engine or something, but I don't make those. Boy, that was crazy. Just having that idea though, like, I know solid state controllers are cool because you have just like pre-built in controllers, but what if, especially what if this works out to where like I could just pop these things in there and literally take like a little solid state relay and then just pot a little pair of programmers that are, or like the brake light flashers that are together at the same spot, and then make it to where they program at the same exact time. Just bridge all those programming pins and all that, and then make it to where you've got the thing that you could turn on and off, just like I've done here, but have the endless programmability in it and being able to change your speed and all of that stuff. That'd be like the most advanced strobe craziness ever, because you could be like, I want it to flash like a grip of times over here. Oh man, or maybe the relay would then send the signal. Maybe the flasher relay would be replaced by one of them, so that it's just like every time one is on, the other's off. Oh man, that'd be insane. I like this idea. I want to try it so bad. All right. So, how can I help though? Not me, the guy from Elite Supercar Project. But what would I do? Elite Syndicate is what I'm thinking of. It's a high-level entrepreneur group. Yeah. Yeah, those guys are. I like Andy. I don't like have any interaction with them or anything, but yeah. So let me know how I can help though. That was fun. Let me see if I got one of these things. Come on, baby, where you at? I need strobe. Ooh, I got one. Yeah. Ooh, I got one. I got an old one. Nice. Sweet. I think this is gonna be dope. Holy balls. All right. Let's just see if this happens. It's gonna look stupid. It's gonna be cool though. So it's gonna mean is that we don't need this dude anymore. I don't need you in my life. Yeah, Andy is dope, dude. It's weird that he's not bigger, right? He's just like a dude. I love that though. Just like, whether you agree with him or not, it doesn't matter. He's just very much, he's got his thing going. Dig it. I met somebody at Vid Summit 2018 that knows him and sent him a text message. He's like, hey, this is my friend Chris, blah, blah, blah. Didn't exactly go anywhere, but it was interesting thought. All right, here we go. So this setup is now going to have output controlled, changeable. I'm not going to put all the extra stuff on this one. I'm just going to go like right at it. Right at it. So output is going to go to this. This thing's going to be pissed right now. Good lordy. Power and ground together. And then, right? Yeah. Weird. Here we go. Damn, that was intense. Dude, this relay's gonna eat it right now. I get that the relay's gonna die, but that's okay. It's so fun though. That sounds like the little cool little paintball guns. Just keep not hooking up the right wire. Okay, ready? 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 Ah. Whoa, what if that was your... Oh! Holy balls. Guess what we have, boys? We have super dope. Oh, this was all just happened on accident. We're not building a strobe setup. We're building the dopest. Oh, the dopest reverse signal engage ever. That's so dope. Yeah. Solid state relay, this would be perfect. I don't have one, so we can just do it like this. Here's my solid state relay. Just no clicking. Same thing. Okay, here we go. Here's the idea. Now we program it. So you know my flasher strobe modules that have a cool little push button? This is what the push buttons do. They just cross two wires. Hold programming mode. Oh wait, that's what it was. Oh. Okay, and so we're in mode 1. Let's go mode 2. Let's save that. And then, oh, we got a lot of flashes. So let's do this. Let's push this a whole bunch of times. There we go. Nice. Now I got 3. I'm gonna save it at 3. And that's how fast it is. Now it's gonna start slowing down. So I just picked the amount of flashes that I want, and then I picked the mode that they're flashing in, and now I'm gonna pick how fast they flash. Okay, I'm gonna save it there. All right, and now it's basically done. Okay, Interesting. That is so weird. What I was originally thinking was like maybe I can do it where I use the flasher relay to send a signal to the two individual brake light flashers so that when it sees the left and right it can do it. Then I realized, what if all I really want to do is like have some dope little show mode happen when this thing initially turns on? And so like I thought about it and like, check this out. This will be crazy. Right now it's strobing in weird ways left and right, right? But what if I wanted it to strobe all at once? So it would be doing the brake light flasher, but it would be doing it for both of your reverse lights. Every time you turn on your reverse. Would anybody like this? You put it in reverse and your car just goes balls, just straight nuts. This is what your car would do. Instead of having this one and this one plugged in, which are my individual left and right channels that I could have hooked up to a strobe controller, so now that's that option. But now on top of having that dope option, anytime I do put my car in reverse, the first thing that anybody that's around me sees is like, damn, that dude's in reverse. My man's not playing around, he's in reverse. Did you see those flashes? Let's go into programming mode again. We're gonna do a different mode now. Okay, now we're in mode 3. Save it. Jeez. I'm gonna add a bunch of strobes. That's 4. So we're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that wasn't even close. God, this is terrible for me. Okay, we have that many flashes, however many that is. Ugh, so fast. Okay, so what's gonna happen now is it's gonna progressively get slower, so we might have to speed it up. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna speed it up. So we're gonna enter programming mode, and then we're gonna save mode 3, go into second menu, that's how many flashes, we're gonna save that. Now we're in speed. So every time I touch this, it's gonna get slower. The eyes, I'm just gonna close my eyes for this. It's just gonna keep happening until all of a sudden you're just gonna hear this relay freak out. It's gonna make just feel my face cooking. God, that's slow. Okay, we're back. That's the fastest setting. Save that. Okay, whatever. All right. So now here's what we just built. I know this sounds stupid, but here's what we built. Guy goes in reverse. Everyone's like, "Damn, that guy's in reverse." Let's turn the GoPro. I feel like this warrants a GoPro view. Wow. He's in reverse, isn't he? I know. This. Bud. And then, while that is in place, my mans will also be able to be like, yes, left and right from a strobe controller. So that'll be dope, because now what we've done, let's just talk about it real quick. And I'm done with this, by the way. My brain is past the point of needing to be any figuring out of things. So we've got a very fancy reverse setup. It's very easily programmable. I like that a lot. That actually worked out super cool. I think I can't sell any more of these though. Sorry, I can't sell more of these until my dude hits me back, because he's been MIA since before Christmas, because he's a Russian. He might have got locked down in Russia. I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know what the deal is, but he makes such cool parts. I sure hope he's alive. Anyway, I'll email him today. These should be brake light flashers, and they should be awesome reverse light letter people knowers. You know what I mean? I'm in reverse. And then you could like program it. Just change up your reverse light anytime you want. If you want to see the lights just trip balls behind you just because you put it in reverse, you do that. That'd be cool. You could also, wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we did. Yeah, you could also send the power from this to a relay. So the only problem with doing it with the relay thing, like I did before, where I used the brake light flasher to send signal out to 2 different channels on the relay, the only issue with that is that then you get only one of your reverse lights staying on after. So that doesn't really make the most sense. But I do think that it's cool to just throw this thing, and you don't need a relay, by the way. I don't really know why I have a relay in that case. Yeah, like truly, what was I thinking? Just need a fuse. I'll just bridge those 2 things together, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, watch this. Okay. Brake light flasher. No relay this time. No clicky action. Sometimes when you make little BS fuse holders like this, you gotta crimp your female connectors down a little bit. Fuse holder, right? Now, without even tripping on this relay, it's like, get out. Boo. So now I've got ground for my LEDs here. And with no sound. Coolness. So that's cool. And then the funny thing is now that I have that, if we reintroduced all of these other silly little components that we had in here, we actually will have a fully functioning dual input circuit strobe set it thing, right? Let's do that again. Just gonna guess which ones these are hooked up to. Doesn't really matter. You know who I'm making this video for? Me. I'm gonna watch it later and be like, oh yeah, that's what I did. I feel like it opened doors in my brain. Okay. Interesting. Come on, bro. So let's just ground it all together. And now we'll be able to choose what our power turns on. That's not good. What did I just do? Oh man, that's funny. That was crazy. Why is that getting power? I don't understand. Whoa, that's what? That doesn't even make sense. Whoa. Whoa! What is happening? Why is it doing this? Oh, it's because the stupid programming pins were coming into contact with each other. I thought cool things were happening. They weren't. Wow. That was so nuts. Okay. Now I don't know what's happening. Okay. Cool. Let's try that again. I got so scared there for a second. I didn't realize I already had one of my things connected to power. And then things were bridging. And then I heard weird noises and I got scared. Okay. Let's try all this again. So I believe now we have strobe as well as... Wow, that's so crazy. I wonder why that backfeeds. That's not terrible that sounds. It's like, why? Why are you killing me? Why? I don't know what's backfeeding. That's funny. Huh. Oh, I do know it's backfeeding. That's so cool. So one of the things that I'd said earlier was that I didn't do my typical thing with having a diode going in there. And so because I didn't do that, I'm gonna solder these. I'm just gonna attach them. That was cool. So this is going to power. All right. Last little part of the equation, apparently. How this is gonna be helpful to anybody? I don't know. Don't know. I think that's what YouTube keeps telling me. They're like, you're doing things that maybe might not be helping people. Just documenting. It's a Gary V thing. I blame that guy. He told me document, don't create. Cool. That's what I'm doing. Alright. And then I totally lied. I said I wasn't going to solder them. I'm soldering. Go eat. What are you guys gonna go eat? Anybody got barbecues, kitty birthday parties? Oh, they don't have those anymore, do they? I don't know. Family picnicking? Lurkers and non-chatters, tell me what you're gonna do, because we're not gonna see each other until tomorrow. So we're not going to accomplish anything different. It's just not going to be killing our relay now and backfeeding. It's like, how is it backfeeding? No, I didn't put anything in there so that it wouldn't backfeed. I'll see. John Paul says, my dinner has just arrived. Got chips, gravy, and battered sausage. That sounds awesome. One more diode. We're all dioded out, so I just put in our third and fourth diode. We're all set to jet. That one I feel like it's gonna come undone, so I'm gonna solder it. Why does it matter how I say solder? I'm gonna solder it. I'm gonna just start saying that. Just add a little bit of solder. here's what we have, guys. Clicky, clicky. Strobe, strobe. No, actually, that's strobe. This is both, and this is what happens when you have both hooked up together. Do they see each other? Yo, this is cool. I like it. You kind of can't see from that angle. GoPro doesn't pick it up fast enough, I feel like. But so this would be your reverse light. Hi, I'm in reverse. And then this would be your, I pushed a button on my remote control and cool things are happening. So like if you can imagine this happening while you have custom show modes on, that'd be cool. Which, by the way, I think I have that. Do I have that? I might not. I don't. I could. Maybe I could. Oh man, the rat nest. The rat nest grows. Here we go. Let's do it like this. Put you over there. Okay, ready? I'm not gonna plug these things in though. I'm not even gonna turn on music. Not even the music. You get the idea. If this was happening, and that was happening, and it was happening inside of these lights, it'd be pretty freaking cool, right? Maybe we'll show that tomorrow morning. That'd be cool. Darren Ottman, getting ready for a car show tomorrow. Gangster. I'm just gonna eat leftovers. Oh man, cut from the same cloth as me. Alright. Wow. I hope there was a speck of usable value in that. Here's what I realized. You can easily make a cool little dual like strobe thing with existing lights. So you can take your reverse lights, for example, and turn them into strobe lights. So they're right. And then you can also use a brake light flasher of any sort. It doesn't matter what it is, just a little 2-wire thing that you can get on Amazon. Hook that up to your reverse lights, and now you've got a cool little like, hey, look at me indicator when you put on the reverse lights. Not programmable unless you get a dope programmable one like one of these. And then you could tie those two things together, and that's pretty cool. The idea is that I want to just have like lots and lots of different ways to do these things. And I'm thinking it's about time that we make, yeah. I think it'd be cool to make a single remote programmer for one of these little brake light flashers so that you don't have to mess with all the extras. You can just basically plug it in, and then you can like step on the brakes or have your friend step on the brakes, whatever, and then just use your little remote control standing behind the car. I think that's going to be next, if the guy's got more of them. If he doesn't, we're not going to mess with it. In any case, this will make for some cool video on these lights now that that's all set, and I just need a cool strobe controller instead of this relay dealy, and it'll be all good. All right, so that's it. Go enjoy your battered sausages and dog noodles for breakfast from Birmingham, and wonton soup. You enjoy that. Check out the Eat Supercarb project on YouTube when you have time. I will. Making me crave Asian food. Some dumplings and steam buns would be good. All right, I'm gonna go eat. You guys are awesome. That was fun. I'm glad that turned into something. Kind of rabbit hole down into this workable deal. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.